my mic's up, and now your mic's up. Hello, everybody.
Wow, hello everybody. I'm in a whole different world, and I don't know how to feel.
Yeah, we're both kind of in separate worlds right now. I just woke up. Dalek's recent
I've been playing
pieces.
Final Fantasies since like 8 this morning.
Yeah, so we're all a bit janky, but it's all right. Hello, Jovit. I can barely hear Dalek. Okay, wait, let me increase your volume.
Do I need to be louder?
Okay, now there we go. I think I got it. Wait, speak real quick. Okay, I think is that better? Is that chat? Is that better? Hello Jorai. How early are you? It's 9 AM. I normally wake up at 12, so 3 hours earlier than I normally wake up.
That's crazy.
But yeah, still a bit low. Okay, hold on.
I'll just turn the gain up on my microphone. See if that.
There we go. Is that? God, I hate audio mixing. This is something we're gonna have to talk about as well, since I forgot.
Oh yeah.
I forgot to tell everyone, but today's like little sub-subject is we're gonna be talking about content creation and music.
I mean, I think that's my specialty. I don't know.
Yeah, I am in heat today. As in, you're hot or what? That's interesting.
I don't know how this podcast is gonna help you today.
About the weather. Okay. I'm glad you clarified.
I was like,
Yeah, it's. I mean, you know, honestly, I wish I could relate, because right now it's really cold for me. Actually, is it cold where you are?
It's currently thunderstorming right now.
Okay, so that's a no. Oh, that's a yes. I'm assuming. Is it?
I would. Oh, I mean, the sun's coming out now, so probably it's just humid.
Oh, okay. For some reason, okay. Here's the thing about Australia. It doesn't get as cold as other places, but when it gets cold, it feels colder. That's the thing. It's not summer right now. That's the thing, Jory. You've got to remember. It's what's the season?
Yeah, what season are you in?
It is actually winter. It's winter, I think. Is it summer where you are?
I'm sorry, it's winter? In July?
Wait, yeah, I think so. Yeah, right? Wait,
No,
what season? What season?
I'm like peak summer right now.
Yeah, so we're peak winter. We're the opposites. Yeah.
That's a thing I'm gonna need to learn. What the hell?
Yeah, so Australia has opposite seasons for the rest of the world. Same with like a few countries of South Africa, New Zealand, and all that fun stuff. So we celebrate Christmas in summer. But yeah.
I mean, we do that in America sometimes, but
really?
Well, I mean, it's like, there was one Christmas, like, I think it was like 5 years ago, where it was like 90 degrees outside Christmas morning. Like, there was no snow on the ground. There was, like, nothing saying that it was winter. It was just straight 90 degrees tank top weather.
What's 90 degrees Fahrenheit?
Like... let me
Goddamn
remember
measurements. 32. Okay. Yeah, okay.
I was about to say it was like 30 or 35 Fahrenheit.
That's
Fahrenheit.
that's kind of hot. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, that was like a few years. Other than that, we just have dry winters.
That's honestly, I kind of prefer that. I don't know. There's a weird well, it's not really a misconception, but a lot of people in Australia like to go out to the beach and that kind of stuff. I'm not like that. I stay home if I can, and I do stuff on my computer.
I don't leave my house
no.
unless I absolutely have to.
Yeah, exactly. Unless it's for something I really need to do, I don't leave my house. If I can,
like if I'm going to work or if I'm going to the store, I'll leave. But like other than that, I don't leave for nobody.
Yeah, exactly. It's only the bare necessities that I leave for. AKA staying alive. But yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. So today I have a few. I've got 3 questions.
3 questions. Okay.
Prepared. And I've got nothing else prepared apart from that. and then we're just gonna stem from that, is what I'm thinking. Okay, it's been a while since I've done a Blurry Lounge, I won't lie. But we'll see how it goes. If nothing, like, if we don't end up talking about content creation, that's alright as well. We can just, you know, have a chat. I think that's nice as well. Since, guys, it's our first time collabing.
Yeah.
It's a first. We've never collabed before. 100%.
Yeah, first time.
Not a single time.
You know, content warning. What game is that?
What game is that? A Way Out?
I've never played that game before. Yeah, I've never seen that or heard that before. That's crazy.
But yeah, I guess we should start with self-introductions first. So would you like to introduce yourself to everyone?
Oh god, I've never done one of these before. Well, hello Blurry's chat. My name is Dalek Musical. I am a V singer here on YouTube. I am also a Twitch streamer and long-term and short-term content creator.
Yeah, say hi everybody. Go check out her covers. She posts them on Twitter and YouTube.
Twitter and YouTube.
Yeah. Go give her. Actually, her link's down in the description. I think actually.
Yeah, I think it is.
I think I prepared that. Hopefully I did. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, I saw it. I saw it down there. Also, I'm tagged in the title. So.
Oh yeah, I think I tagged. Okay, yeah. I never know how the tag system works on YouTube because it doesn't.
Yeah, it's weird.
I guess it's just a link. It's like a hyperlink, but it's also. I don't know. I think that's all it does. But hopefully that's gonna connect you to Dalek Social. But yeah, everyone, welcome. This will be our first guest in the new and improved, hopefully, in quotation marks, Blurry Lounge. So,
man,
here's the thing, because we haven't known each other for too long comparatively to how long we've been VTubers. As a matter of fact, we've met only like
a couple months ago.
6 months ago, yeah. Not
even that long ago.
Yeah. So it's been a while. So I mean, I guess to start off with, what are your like backgrounds in music and content creation?
So I guess we're gonna start with music. I have been operatically training since I was 7. And what that means is, you know, like how people talk about going to the opera and stuff like that, the sopranos that sing like really, really high notes, they're like really loud, they do like absolutely like amazing ballets that are like 2.5, 4 hours long.
Yeah.
I trained at the age of 7 to do that.
Wait, so did you actually get like professionally trained?
Yeah, so I wanted to do ballet originally because my lifetime thing, and I've talked about this on Twitter a lot, but my lifetime thing was that I've always wanted to figure skate. I've always wanted to. Figure skating has been like a dream of mine. I was like, okay, you know, maybe I could do like ballet. So I started doing ballet, and I was like, I don't like going to class. My teacher's kind of mean because she was Russian. So she was like straight from Russia, prima ballerina kind of deal. I was like, maybe not. And
I
was
think
like,
if you get a Russian teacher in ice skating or ballet, it's gonna be.
It was bad. I think I went to the hospital like twice for torn ligaments at the age of 7, like very young age.
Okay, ballet always felt really weird for me, especially for like when you're young and you do it. Because it feels like it's a lot of body, like you have to change how your foot works.
Yeah, so I actually have a arch in both of my feet, like a really hard arch in my feet because of it, to where the bone that's in the bottom of your foot, mine actually locks up on my right foot sometimes. So it feels like a Charlie horse, but in my foot.
That sounds really bad.
Yeah, but you know, there's nothing you can do about it. It just happens.
It's really weird because I'm just like, that's something that's gonna like, it's like again, it changes your life. Oh my god, Jovit.
Yeah.
It changes your life because it like your foot is actually getting changed, and at that like when you're so young, I don't think you're like, you're not really conscious of that fact. I don't think. So,
Yeah, no, when you're like passionate about doing ballet, you just listen to what your teacher tells you and you just do it.
yeah,
Like if you don't, you're gonna just have to keep doing it until you do it right, kind of
that's
deal.
just insane for me. I feel like
Mhm.
it's so weird.
Yeah, I envy the girls that had like really good ballet experiences when they were kids, because I did not.
I've heard a lot. Okay, I've heard way too many horror stories in
Mhm.
ballet compared to like success stories in ballet.
Oh yeah, it's like if you're really passionate about it, you'll see past the horrible stuff. But like honestly, for me, I left pretty early on because not only the teacher but the girls that were there,
Yeah.
they so I guess personal, but I have two dads, so it's going through the divorcement era of my life with my mom and my biological dad, and that's what they used to bully me whenever I would go to class. They're
Oh,
like, "Oh,
right.
so who brought you today?" Kind of deal. And I was just like,
Right.
we're gonna skedaddle over. And funny enough, the theater that I trained at was right next door to the ballet, so that they would hear me singing while I was training, while they were doing ballet. Like it was like a floor down and then like two rooms over, because it was in like an old high school. So they just took the classrooms that they had in there and just made it into like a performing arts school.
Oh, right.
Mhm.
That's really funny because
Mhm.
I'm a very spiteful person. So if that were if that were me, I would sing as loud as I can without harming my vocal cords,
Mhm.
just to annoy them. If they're in like a
Oh. Oh, it was
was that
so
a thing?
funny.
Was that a thing that you did?
Yeah, because the teacher for ballet would come down there and be like, "All right, Dalek, you need to calm down. You need to quiet down." And my teacher's like, "Why?
This is
Why?"
how you train.
I was like, I'm training." Like,
Why don't you get another space?
exactly. Like, why don't you go somewhere else?
Oh my god, that's just such a like a
Mhm.
spite a wait, frick English, successful spite
Yes.
kind of thing.
But yeah, I guess going back onto that, I operatically trained for a couple of years, like 7 years, I want to say, because I stopped at 14 and I kind of just did it on my own after that.
Right, right.
So my passion reason for training that much was because I wanted to be on Broadway at one point. I
Oh,
wanted to be that musical theater kid, go to college for musical theater and then get into the
right.
big leagues, right?
Yeah.
And obviously that didn't exactly go as planned. But I trained operatically because my dream role in Broadway musical theater is Christine Daae from The Phantom of the Opera.
Oh, I
It
see.
is
Okay,
it is
yeah,
my
that makes sense.
dream. It is like my dream Broadway role. And I trained so much so that actually Geo in the chat can even confirm that I can do it live on stream without problems.
Wow, really? Like
Mhm.
the whole script?
Uh the whole Phantom of the Opera song, I can do that. And then I think it was like a year ago, I did the entire Phantom of the Opera musical album live on stream for a karaoke stream.
Okay, that's pretty amazing. I
Mhm.
guess
Yeah.
that's the thing about passion as well. I think passion takes you a lot in music.
Mhm. Yes, it does. It does.
Although I want to discuss about this later as well, but I also want to discuss about creating music without
Mhm.
passion.
Oh, yeah. I feel personally, if you don't have a passion for it, it's not going to turn out how you want it. If you are determined to make the song that you're wanting to do, you'll do it, no problem. But if you listen to it and you're like, "Oh, I suck. I'm trash. I don't sing right," then obviously it's not going to ever sound right, kind of deal. So you have to be able to have, the passion, the drive, and the motivation to be able to do it.
Yeah. I
Mhm.
think here's the thing as well though, for for most artists out there, the thing is they push out songs like it's
Mhm.
like working at a factory sometimes.
Yes.
And it's
Yeah.
inevitable if you want to keep your popularity, but it feels
Mhm.
kind of one and done kind of thing. They had like a banger, and then
Yeah.
everything else is just trying to imitate that. It's kind of like a magnum opus, and then everything else, like you've done your magnum opus, and then that's it, kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, see, that's what I like as a V singer myself. I try to avoid that as much as possible. Because, like, for example, you can even look on my YouTube. I've only posted 3 song covers on that entire channel. And the reasoning for that is because I want to, you know, put out the content that I want to put out and not just to stick to the analytics and to the meta of everything.
Yeah, I agree
because
with that a lot.
obviously, like, I could have done a whole Bling Bang Bang Born cover. I could have done, you know, booty shorts. I could have done, you know, all the ones that were famous on Twitter and that went straight to YouTube. Like, I could have done those, but I didn't, because I knew that if I stuck to that meta, then I would just be stuck on that grind constantly and consistently, and that's what would take the passion out of anybody wanting to do anything.
I think that's definitely. So here's the thing as well. That's my perspective on it. Is that I don't. Music is honestly, like, if I want to put it in VTubing terms, it's a side thing. I'm not gonna use it as my main thing because I feel like it would be disingenuous, at least to myself, if I was supposed to, like, if I did that as my main thing, because it means that I would have to do things that I wouldn't necessarily like. And I don't really want to do that with music, because it's like the one thing I got, like that.
Me over here using music as my whole brand.
Yeah, it's like okay. Actually, I want to talk about that as well. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I've never said that I'm a good singer, so I don't brand myself as a V singer, but I do sing a lot. I think that step of branding yourself as a V singer, it honestly takes a bit of courage, I think, as well. Because you're basing yourself off a skill.
Yeah, for me, I personally named myself the Goddess of Song because obviously I come from Egyptian lore. So that's why I was just like, I was a goddess at one point, and now I'm not. So what am I?
I mean, I guess that's true. I guess I guess there's always different ways to, like, brand yourself in that kind of regard. But I still feel like it's, how do I say? I feel like people, Dalek is Dalek. That's true. That's true.
That's valid.
Yeah. I am who I'm meant to be. But yeah, I feel like it still takes, whether it be that on, like, for that reason or not, it still takes some oomph to, like, brand yourself from a skill. Cause
yeah, it's difficult. I will admit that, because you have to, well, obviously you label yourself as a V singer, so whenever somebody does, like, open mic challenges, you kind of need to jump on those because you're labeling yourself as that. So you need to be able to actually be able to showcase that in a very quick amount of time, which is kind of why, you know, you were talking about how people, like, shoot out content like that. Obviously that kind of fits onto that kind of meta as well, but you got to know your own limits.
I think that's the distinction that you can make as, like, for those aspiring to be, like, singers, especially in the VTubing field. I think the distinction between doing covers or, like, things that, like, I wouldn't say refined, like, works, but, like, works you put more effort into, and, like, things like you just record, like, maybe like 1 or 2 takes and then post on Twitter kind of thing.
I totally haven't done that. No, I take a lot of time.
See, here's the thing. I've only ever done that once, but it's a good experience just to, like, sing random stuff, even if it's just like 1 or 2 takes, even if it's just, like, on the spur of the moment, just to sing something and just post it on Twitter, just for, like, you know, so people can hear it.
Yeah, I've done that with a few covers. Funny enough, I actually did that with Booty Shorts. I did 1 take for the entire song, and then I took a snippet of the song that I enjoyed from the first mix and then uploaded it.
I think that's a good way to do it, because you can focus on the main, like, you can focus on, like, the big hunter projects kind of thing, while also, like, being consistent, more or less.
Yeah, I think for me right now, there's a big project that I'm doing right now with Mr. Googs VA and Day Crescendo. We're doing a big project right now, and it's been, I think, I want to say 6-7 months in the making right now.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's a long
Yeah,
time.
because I've been mixing and mastering it all myself, and I've taken
Oh.
like a lot of time into it. Like I think one song that has like all three of us singing in like unison at some points. I think it took me, I want to say like 2 weeks to fully finish.
Yeah, I would imagine mixing and
Mm-hmm.
mastering is. I've never
Oh.
gotten that. Like, I've tried it myself when I started. Not
Mm-hmm.
doing it again until I get like actual. Well, until I take my mixing course actually,
Yeah.
because I'm taking a mixing course soon. But
Oh, nice.
yeah, I'm not gonna try it because if I feel like I'm not able to hear the little nuances, especially if I'm
Mhm.
working on my own voice.
I hear them plain as day because I'm my own critic.
No,
Like
I
that,
agree with
like
that a lot. I agree with that a
like
lot.
Twitter could say whatever they want, but I am my own critic in that sense because I was showing actually the full cover of what I posted today to my boss, and she was just like, "Oh, that's really good." And I was like, "No, I messed up this part
Yeah,
here,
yeah, I
and this
get that.
part sounds bad, and then over here it's 2 seconds too slow."
I know. It's whenever I see comments on like a cover or something, they're like, "Oh wow, this sounds really nice," and then I'm like, "No, but this bit was like off key a
Like
tiny
this
bit."
bit was 2 seconds too fast.
And then like the syllables don't match the beat in this part. I'm just like,
Mhm.
"Oh god damn it."
Yeah, that happens to me so often where I'm just like, I'm just posting it. I'm like, uh-huh, thanks.
I look, I just hope people sometimes don't notice, and then I'm the only one who notices. But I'm like,
Yeah.
it's a bit too obvious, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's
that's usually the case where it's just like, oh, I noticed this huge thing, and then people are just like, oh my gosh, it's so good. Thanks.
yeah. So I'm just like, actually, speaking on that topic, do you have any tips on how to gain confidence in terms of recording covers and stuff?
Personally, it's all mental. It's all mental. Your confidence is based on how you feel about your singing. Like, if you're like, oh, I suck, I really suck, then obviously you're gonna think that you suck.
Mm.
And honestly, you, like, let's say you're a brand new streamer and you do like, because this is actually a experience that I'm having currently with another VTuber, but I'm gonna use you as an example. So let's say you're a brand new VTuber, you do a subathon, and one of your subathon goals is to do a cover. So you wanna, you wanna get going, you wanna get started, but you don't feel like you have the confidence. Do a karaoke stream with your chat. They will give you that confidence that you need.
That's okay.
They
Actually,
will
that's
give you
true.
that
That's
confidence.
true. Doing a karaoke stream is so much. Although I definitely recommend doing it on Twitch. Not YouTube.
Do it on Twitch. Uh-huh.
For two reasons. Firstly, because YouTube isn't as it's a bit finicky when it comes to copyright laws in that kind of regard.
Oh, yeah, it's kind of why I stopped streaming on YouTube. I'm
Yeah.
gonna be honest.
And second of all, the viewing pool in YouTube is generally younger because everyone has access to it. So there are times where you'll get people in your chat who's just like very blunt, and you can tell they're kids.
Oh
So-
my god, that reminds me.
Yeah.
That reminds me of the one stream where this person just came into my stream and they're like, "Oh, Supermarket Simulator." I was like, "Yeah, we're playing Supermarket Simulator." And they're like, "Okay, you low IQ blonde bimbo." I was like,
I'm just like, okay, okay.
like, that was out of pocket, but
And then
okay.
I try in the kindest way possible while like being passive aggressive, but mainly passive. Be like,
Yeah, I was just like,
if it's not for you, it's not for you. And then I go through
I
the
was just
whole
like-
spiel that everyone does. But it's just like,
Mhm.
yeah.
Oh no.
It's not.
On Twitch, I'm just like, get the fuck out of my channel.
Yeah.
I ban them.
Yeah. I have to say, okay, I want to say that as well. Get mods. Like Jovit. Because they will ban people for you when you don't have enough self-confidence to ban people.
Oh yeah, freaking I have 3 mods. So I have Geo, Dragon, and Blay. Literally, if they're in my chat and they see anything, Dragon immediately is just on it. He's just on it. Like, I don't even have time to look at it. And I'm like, oh, what was that?
Yeah, honestly, that's really good. Because I've had a mod ban someone who I'm like, I should ban them, but they're also a viewer, and I feel guilty. Oh, as a matter of fact, here's Dragon.
Thanks, Dragon.
Here's Dragon.
Ban everyone.
Yeah. How many mods do you have? Taru? Oh, I'm assuming you're saying like how many mods I have, including Taru. I've got, so everyone in STYGIAN's a mod, and then there's Iso, and then I think Taru, and then Xeno, and I think that's it. But most of like they're not. I use mods less like commitment wise. It's more just like, hey, you're my friend. I'm a mod you kind of thing.
Yeah, so I personally, so the mods that I had on the other side, I brought over back to my indie side. So I have 3 mods on Twitch, and then I have 4 mods in my Discord, I want to say.
Right.
Because, well, I think Geo and Dragon, they just kind of do the same thing on both ends. So they are also my YouTube mods as well, but I don't stream on YouTube. So when I do stream on YouTube, they, you know, they go to YouTube.
Right. I think that's a really nice way to do it, though. I don't think you need separate mods, especially for like, since they're both streaming related platforms.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Discord, yeah, I get it, kind of. But
yeah, the people that are my Discord mods are people that I know are very active on, you know, on Discord and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I know that they'll, you know, be paying attention and being like, whoa, this is a person I've never seen before. Yeah, kind of deal.
Yeah. I think that's the same with me. It's... Again, I've got a weird situation with mods because I've been self-moderating for the longest time. Even though I shouldn't, honestly, in some regards. Not because I can't do it, it's because I just feel insecure about banning people.
Yeah, I guess, okay, I'm gonna call myself old as a VTuber here, but I've been streaming for almost 5 years. It'll be 5 years in February. And the first, I want to say 2 years, I was just self-modding. Like, I was self-modding all by myself. I think the first time I actually banned somebody was when I was playing Undertale for the first time.
That would do it.
I was doing like this month-long marathon, and I I think Geo remembers it, but I was doing this month-long marathon of I think, yeah, it was Undertale, and this guy just came in and was just like saying all of this random crap. I was like, hi to you too?
Yep, that would do it. Yep, I get a lot of my weird people from Undertale as well.
Yeah, I was about to say, it was my first time playing it too, and they just came in and started saying like all this wackadoo stuff about Undertale, and I knew it wasn't true because I already passed the point that they were talking about.
Yeah.
I was just like, can you kindly get the fuck out?
Yeah. I've had some experiences like that as well. I actually look, I want to say this. I'm proud as a VTuber to have a hate account. I think it's still up. Actually,
you have a hate account? Oh my gosh.
So
why am I on this popular streamer's channel?
Yeah, I do. A while ago, they suggested a game, and I'm like, I'm not gonna play that game because I'm not interested in it right now. Yeah. And then they're like, well, fuck you. And then they changed their entire like identity to be. Wait, actually. Let me see if I can
be a hate channel for you.
Yeah,
it's really funny you say that, because if you look up my old tag, like my old Twitter username, you will see that a person from Texas, most likely a Twitter bot, that joined in November of last year, made a fake art account with my advertising piece. And mind you, I paid extra to get this a commercial piece. So they're using a commercially paid piece that's owned by me on their Twitter. And I'll even send you the Twitter. But they legitimately, like, it's their profile picture, it's their banner, and then they advertise that I do NSFW and SFW art.
That's so bad.
It literally says
have your
alt
name.
type.
And your stuff still. They still have it.
Yeah, it's still up, and all of my community, all of my friends have tried banning this account multiple times. And I mean multiple. But
Okay.
because they added the Twitter Blue verification stuff or whatever, I can't claim that it's me because I don't have Twitter Blue and I'm not
Wait,
verified.
they don't have Twitter Blue though now.
They have it still, yeah.
Oh, do they? It
That's how
doesn't
you
say they
get
do.
that's how you get the verification. But the thing is that I can't claim that that's my artwork
Oh, that's
out without getting Twitter Blue.
Wait, but can't you just claim it because the artist who drew it?
Uh-huh. But Twitter doesn't care.
Oh, Twitter's so finicky.
Because whenever this was happening, they were switching CEOs. So that's when all the rules started changing and everything.
Right.
So this place is literally like 1 follower, 28 following, just using my commercial piece for whatever they feel like. They have no posts or anything because as soon as they started like posting stuff, I was like, hey, thanks for stealing my art. Hey, thanks for stealing my art.
Honestly, that's
And then at
probably
one
the most
point-
effective way to deal with these kinds of bots yourself.
Oh yeah, and I was just like, there's nothing else I can do, so might as well just make it to where they don't post anything because they know that I'm looking at their stuff.
Yeah. Honestly, that's probably the best way to deal with that, honestly. Because it's scummy. It's definitely scummy.
Yeah. And I make sure to check my new tag pretty regularly, and there's only 2 accounts that has that tag.
Is it... Wait, what?
It's Blondie.
Oh, right, okay. Oh, wait, is it still the...
Oh, it's still up. It's still running.
Wait, do you have the same art tag as you did before?
I have a different art tag now. But I left the YouTube up and running, like not the YouTube. I left that Twitter page open because I knew that if I didn't, something bad was gonna happen with it. So I left it because I didn't want people grabbing it.
Oh, okay, right, fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. So it just sits there. I don't even have the login for it anymore.
That's... Okay, that's a whole different rabbit hole.
Uh-huh.
That... Well, we can discuss it if you want. It's completely up to you.
we can. We can.
Yeah, we might discuss it later in the lounge. But I feel like... Okay, so wait, what is actually your most recent cover?
So my most recent uploaded cover is More Than Anything with Mr. Gooks VA.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That is my most recent uploaded cover on YouTube. On Twitter, however, it's Dragon's Song from Final Fantasy XIV.
Right, okay. I haven't actually seen the one on YouTube yet, so I've got to... Everyone check that out, guys.
Yes.
I'm gonna check it out after
Yeah,
the stream.
also check out Summer Song. It was my debut cover.
I heard it.
It's so good. That was like one mixing and mastering thing that I did that I was extremely proud of. It almost
really nice.
almost was uploaded on Corpo side.
Was
almost. Almost. I had it all mixed and mastered ready to go for debut. And they're like, "Well, this doesn't fit the vibe." And I was like, "Okay."
Oh, so it was actually like way...
It's been sitting in my archives for a while. It's been there for a hot minute.
That's really ironic since the original Summer Song was the same, I think. So that's
yeah, I think I did a cover of it like as soon as that song came out, but I couldn't do anything about it because I was on hiatus indie side. I wasn't even released yet on the other side. And I was like, okay. And then they were just like, yeah, no, this doesn't really fit the vibe. And I was like, oh, okay. It's just gotta sit here then.
I think this is something that actually pertains to you quite a bit. But what's how do you get around like doing covers twice? And what I mean by that is I feel like if I do a cover, I don't want to do it again unless I've really changed how I sing. Because otherwise it's just gonna be the same thing kind of feel.
Yeah.
So I would never pick the same song twice. But with multiple I mean, you're open about it. With multiple past lives,
Yes.
With multiple past lives, do you redo songs with your new life and that kind of
Oh,
stuff?
most definitely. Actually, there is one song that I released a teaser about, Vogel im Kampfig from season 1 of Attack on Titan that I'm going to be releasing. I actually did a cover of it in a past life, I think 3 years ago.
Oh,
But
okay.
it was a very short cover of it. It was just the very ending of it.
Oh, okay.
And this is kind of spoiling it a little bit, but I took bits and pieces from that original cover and intertwined it with the newest cover.
Oh, okay.
So there was one part that Gio actually really, really liked from that original cover because I re-uploaded it on my indie. You can actually find the YouTube channel still. It's called Dalek Me, and Me is capitalized for musical entertainment. And
So that's what that's
I
for.
took so not everybody asks that. They're like, "What's the me?" I'm like, musical entertainment. They're like, "Oh, okay."
I thought that was just
But
like me. It's me. This is me.
It's me. But yeah, so on that channel, I actually uploaded a short of that song from Attack on Titan, and my community, including Geo, really, really liked that short cover. I was like, oh, maybe I should do a full cover. Oh, I'm graduating from this
Oh.
persona. Yeah. So the original person that sang it no longer exists on the internet. So it's still me, but the person itself does not exist on the internet. So I had to redo the cover, but my microphone was absolute crap. Absolute crap. So I'm just like, you know what? We're gonna do the full version this time, all 6.5 minutes of it.
Oh wow.
And we're just gonna upload it. Yeah, it's 6.5 minutes.
That's
And
a very long song.
a lot of the songs that I have coming out are 5 minutes minimum.
Wow, that is actually insane. I don't think
Yeah.
any of my songs pass 4 minutes.
Yeah, I like doing longer songs because it shows your actual retention. Like how long people actually sit there and listen to the entire thing or not.
True. That is true.
Mhm.
That is true. YouTube doesn't have that as an annoying. I mean, it's the what was it? What's the cutoff? Is it 70% or 30% when people lose retention? I don't remember. It was something like that.
Well, the thing is that now with YouTube, they have it to where if you hover over a video, it starts auto playing. So that's where that peak in retention is at. Like the first the first minute or so of your song can be played just by hovering over the video, not even clicking on it.
Yeah.
So that's like after a minute you see your retention drop. That's because people are not hovering over it anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Well, honestly, okay, as a creator, that feature is a bit janky, but as a viewer, I can see why they would do that.
I mean, YouTube is all about viewership.
Yeah, it's all about viewers. It's not mainly for live streaming actually. There's a lot of things that they could improve on.
I mean, they just added it to compete with Twitch, but that's just me.
Yeah, no, I think they did as well. Although honestly, I think that's for the better. Because it also gives Twitch a competitor, not a very big one, but still gives Twitch a competitor so that it, needs to improve itself as well.
Yeah.
So I think more or less I'm glad that it came about, but it's not the best yet. I feel like maybe in the future, maybe more kind of things will be released in this kind of stuff. But for now, I think you can delegate it to third-party plugins and stuff like that, like Streamlabs and that kind of stuff. But yeah. Okay, so I do want to talk about... I know we briefly skimmed on this before, but... creating covers? Could I ask what your process is?
So I'm very transparent about my process because I feel like gatekeeping a mixing process is kind of stupid. Like, I know a lot of VTubers who are, like, scared to share how they do their stuff. And I'm like, it's not, like, literally, you could make content out of mixing your stuff. Like, go on stream and be like, oh, we're mixing this song today. Like, people love watching that. And I'm kind of I'm, like, very transparent about it. I actually, like I said, I was talking to somebody about it today. So what I do is sometimes when I'm doing like big covers or I'm like doing like group covers or whatnot, I go into Audacity and I record my lines in Audacity. And then let's say, you know, I'm mixing it. So I have this web browser program called BandLab. So I put the instrumental and the vocals that I recorded in Audacity into BandLab. And then with BandLab, I created my own preset that's specifically for my vocals. It's got 3 EQs, it's got 2 noise gates, it's got a sound mixer and something else as well. And I do that. I could actually pull it up here to give the exacts.
Actually, I am kind of curious. Yeah, do tell, because I didn't actually know that you would have profiles for it, like different voices. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah. So for one collab song that I did that hasn't been released yet because I just haven't been able to find the right artist for the art that I want. I think they, like, the person that I was collabing with has their own preset and I have my own preset.
Right.
So it's two completely different presets, but it's for one song. So I'm gonna go based off of the secret song. The secret song we were talking about this morning.
Wait, which one is that?
So I have the one that you literally sent me before you went to bed.
Oh, that one. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, that one. So I'm going based off of that one because I slightly mixed it so I could hear it in, you know, in my program.
Yeah.
So I have BL1176. The attack is at 3.2 and the ratio is 4/1. I have TechLab BA2A. The gain's at 67, the squeeze is at 60, and on compress mode. The Digicomp is attack 9, 72 on release, -10 on threshold, 1.7/1 on ratio, 6.0 on the knee. My EQ3-M is -3.8 on low, -5.2 on mid, and then plus 3.9 on high. Mid is always lower, so it makes your vocals pop a little better. Mid sweep is 294 hertz per second. I also have a multi-filter that's on high pass with a resonance of 2. My graphic EQ is more on the 1.6K. My de-esser is at -7.7. The Space Maker is on large hull, mix of 20%, width of 10. Size is about 7.3 to add a little bit of vibrato. And then the noise gate is at -30 with an attack of 5 milliseconds and then releases at 200 milliseconds.
I will be honest, since I don't have that much experience, I understood like half of that.
Yeah, I'm over here like, oh my gosh, I'm such a nerd, I'm such a geek. You're like,
yeah, just smile and wave, boy, smile and wave. I understood the first half. But I think, were there a few plugins in the mix that you said?
Yes, there is. Yeah.
Right.
So the multi-filter, the Space Maker, the noise gate.
Right.
Yeah. So
Spoice Maker.
The Space Maker is actually to add echo to your vocals. So like, let's say like operatic, for example, you know how whenever you hear in movies how, you know, their voice just echoes in the room, it sounds absolutely gorgeous when it just vibrates through the room.
Yeah.
That's what they use to make it sound like that.
Right. Okay.
Because usually when opera singers sing into a microphone, when you're like watching, like let's say you're watching Phantom of the Opera, for example, they use stuff like that to make it sound like you're in an opera hall when you're actually just in a studio singing.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Because Hollywood likes to trick you.
It gets the effect done depending on what you use as well. I've never used Space Maker. I've only ever used like reverb and echo mixed together kind of thing. So
you're just adding an extra step.
Yeah. Because most of the knowledge I know of like digital workings of music is completely self-taught because I never did anything like that. So I just I got a software and then I played around with what the software could do, and then that's all I know.
Yeah, I used to mix on FL Studio, but it was just like it was paywall.
It was, yeah.
At some point it just became paywall, and I was like, I can't mix with this program anymore. I can't keep dropping, $80 a month just for an auto-tune feature.
Yeah, I agree with that a lot. It's
Mm-hmm.
icky. Okay. I'm probably a lot of people aren't gonna like this in the music industry, but I don't think FL Studios is that interactive. It's definitely not user friendly, not beginner friendly.
Oh yeah, no, definitely not beginner friendly.
But I guess when you really want to do some like really complicated stuff, it's all right to use FL Studios. But honestly, at that point, I would just do like a piece of music in another software and then import it into FL Studios, put the effect that the only FL Studios can do, and then it would import it back to the software I normally use.
Yeah, and the thing is that even Audacity being a free software has effects that are for free.
It's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You
I
can,
mainly
yeah.
just use it to get rid of noise in the background. So whenever I'm like doing like voices and stuff, like for example, tomorrow my friend Rita is doing a radio show. He wanted me to do some voices for the radio show, so I used Audacity for that reason.
Oh, right at zero?
Yeah. Yeah, that's actually one of my talents.
Yeah, I pay attention.
Yeah, he's one of my talents.
Yeah, I saw an art of you two together that you posted.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, okay, I swear I don't stalk you. It's just that my For You page is very
I
often.
swear I don't stalk you, but I've liked every single one of your posts.
I swear I don't. All proof is against me, but I swear.
Oh, proof. Hang on. Let me look at my most recent post. Oh, there you are.
Wait, hold on. Likes are hidden. That's.
Oh, wait. What is this? Likes and a retweet on this one? The stream? Oh, wait. Hang on. Let me keep going. Oh my gosh, is that you on the art post? Yeah, you're not proving yourself here, bud.
Yeah, it's fine. Look, it's like every 30%. It's a 30% chance that I'll like one of your posts.
Yeah, okay.
That's
Even though you've liked all the ones I've made in the last 24 hours.
Look, in my in my defense, you've made 1, 2. Okay, you've made quite a lot actually. No, it's only 2. Only 2 in the last 24 hours. And one of them is about the Blurry Lounge. So, I'm obligated
that's
to
fair.
like
You
that one.
you kind of get notified of that one.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm not. Look, I have proof I'm not stalking. It's not very solid proof, but it's still proof.
It's not solid, but it is proof.
It's liquid proof. I think. Okay, here's the thing as well. Twitter, I don't know. I do have to actively look at like people's profiles sometimes when I want to catch up with them. Because Twitter is not very good at recommending you things you want to see.
Exactly. Like the algorithm is so weird. Like this art piece literally just like I didn't even put hashtags. I didn't even tag the artist on accident. Like I don't understand. It got 676 views. But then like the post that I actually put a very trending tag on has 95. Like,
yeah,
what?
I don't get how that works. It's really confusing.
Yeah, and it's like once you get lucky and finally figure out what your algorithm is, then it's just all hell breaks loose at that point.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's yeah, I don't understand it. It's one of those things where I feel like it's different for everyone as well. There's no like set way, like.
Oh yeah, no, there's days where like I'll post like the most random stuff about my day and people will love the crap out of it. And then like the very next day I'll do the exact same thing at the exact same time and it gets like absolute horrible numbers.
Yeah, exactly. Honestly, it feels like a roulette wheel sometimes.
Yep, you just gotta find the right times. You gotta find the right things to post about.
Yeah. And it's also, whatchamacallit. It's at random times, and the time changes as well, I've noticed. Because I've had 2 posts at completely different times, completely unrelated. blow up, and then I'm just like, what is the similarity between these two?
Yep.
Honestly, trying to work the system is, in my opinion, more tiring than it's worth. I feel like you should just, if you do want to like grow as a content creator, do what you like. Enjoy the time that, if you're streaming, enjoy the time that you're on stream, rather than focusing on just like trying to get hit tweets and stuff like that. I feel like Twitter's, how do I say this in the nicest way possible?
In the nicest way possible.
I mean, look, I'll just sum it up by Twitter is now replaced by X. That's a pretty good explanation.
I'm never calling it that.
I'm not gonna call it X. I will say X in brackets formerly Twitter. Like, I'll say that just to piss people off, because it's Twitter.
I will just say Twitter. I will just say Twitter.
I don't. It was an unnecessary change. I don't like it. I don't like change.
It was like, it didn't even need to happen. Like, it just happened.
It felt like a millionaire's whim, which it kind of was. So I'm just like,
well, and like literally, he bought Twitter from a Twitter post.
Did he actually? I didn't know that.
It was so funny enough, me and my fiance saw the post and was like memeing about it. Like, there's no way he's gonna own Twitter. There's no way. From a Twitter post? Yeah, right. He literally made his offer on a Twitter post. The CEO saw it and then sold it to him for that exact price.
That is, oh my god.
Yeah, I was just like, oh. Okay.
That social media is crazy these days as well.
Yeah.
The fact that something like that can happen.
Freaking just from a tweet, he was able to buy Twitter. That's crazy.
That does sound really unproportionate. But it says X. It doesn't matter if it says X. Okay, here's the thing. If you type in Twitter, it will still redirect you to Twitter. So yeah, even if it does say X, Twitter still works, so I'm still calling it Twitter.
Exactly. I'll type in twitter.com right now.
Yeah,
boom,
and as a matter of fact, most icons on like site creating sites like Canva and stuff like that still have the bird, so it's Twitter. Also, hello, Car Dragon. Is this an old account of Dragon?
No. Car is another dragon.
Oh, okay. Hello, welcome in. I think there was a, because I saw Dragon and Car Dragon, and then I also saw Jovit and Jovit Guerrero.
Okay, so Geo has 2 accounts. So Dwagon is my mod, and then Car is a different dragon.
Oh, okay. We have many dragons. I'm not Dwagon. Okay.
Yeah. Apparently, I just collect dragons.
You can make your own dragon's den.
I know. They can hoard all of the treasure for the worshippers to snack on while they watch me stream.
Or they can critically judge businesses.
Oh, true. Get those stonks, yeah.
Get those stonks, man. I mean, reverse hoard is fair play, right? Reverse hoard. Oh, I see. It's like a reverse
you ain't
harem,
stealing from me. How dare you? You're the one bringing in the money. I don't have the money. That's the point of this.
I mean, I guess it's a reverse hoard. You're hoarding dragons. You're a dragon hoarder. That's a completely new version of how to train your dragon.
On this episode of Hoarders.
This person has many lizards in her basement. This is my main. This is my main. The other is my alt with the Spanish word of warrior at the end. Guerrero. Okay.
Yep. Have the Australian use a different language.
Look. In my defense, give me an Asian language and I should be fine. But Spanish, I will need a while to read it. No money is mine. The artifacts too, and the kobolds. Why do you want kobolds? Are they like workers?
Yes.
Do you have workers? You're a god. Do you have workers?
Next question.
I'm getting Noragami vibes from this.
Next question.
Oh, okay. Guys, chat. We need to build Dalek a shrine like they did.
About that.
Oh.
So I'm guessing you. Well, I haven't really shared much about my lore. I do plan on making like an origin video at some point about my lore. So with Dalek, she is the goddess of song. Her shrine is in the middle of Egypt in what used to be Anubis's temple. Because she just found a random pyramid one day. It was like, yep, that's my pyramid now.
Yeah.
And she lived there for a while. And then, well, I lived there for a while, I guess.
Yeah.
So I lived there for a while, and he was like, "What are you doing here?" I'm like, "This is my home. What are you talking about?"
Squatters' rights.
And squatters' rights. And he was like, I think the fuck not. So he possessed my body, and that's why my eyes are 2 different colors, and that's why he's a thing.
Oh wait, so you're technically 2 gods.
Mm-hmm. I am the goddess of song and the god of war in the same concept.
Oh, that's really interesting.
Kind of spoiler, but it's both sides are going to be shown during my 5-year anniversary.
Oh, okay. Are they gonna? Oh, okay. That's okay. I'm really looking forward to. Wait, Anubis isn't the god of war though, is he not? I don't. I know he's a god of death, but
yeah, he's the god of death, god of war, but he judged the god of war's decisions in Egyptian lore.
Right.
He think of him as Hades in Greek mythology.
I think that would be accurate. I know there is a separate god of war, but he doesn't have as much power over like or influence compared to Anubis.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
That would make sense.
But yeah, it's gonna be incorporated, and I'll show you when when it's finally drawn up.
I'm excited. Wait, is that the thing that I've seen a little bit of? Right. Okay. I see. Horus is the god of war. Wait, isn't Horus the god of like judgment? Which is ironic since a lot of them judge.
Yeah, hang on here. So Anubis is the ancient Egyptian god of death, the underworld, and the funerary practices.
Right. Okay. Wait, what's Horus then? Is it? Oh god, it's been a hot minute since I've learned about Egyptian mythology.
Horus is he's just a religious feature in the like Egyptian lore. He's the falcon.
Oh, okay.
He's the guy that looks like a falcon. He's like the bird. So according to the Britannia, it says a god in the form of a falcon whose right eye was the sun or morning star, representing power and quiescence, and whose left eye was the moon or evening star, representing healing.
Right. Okay. And it says that he's the god of kingship, healing, protection. So it's more okay. So if we're talking about war-wise, it would be more defense than attack.
Yes. Which is why, you know, a lot of the times when, you know, you hear about Egyptian, you know, in video games, that's why they're mainly healer classes.
Oh, I didn't think about it like that. I haven't played a lot of Egyptian games.
Well, and there's not a lot of people don't think of Egypt when it comes to making video games, because like there's like a few characters in like Smite and stuff like that.
Yeah,
that's kind of just
that's the closest thing I can think of.
And the thing is that Hollywood kind of like ruined people's envisionments of Egypt.
Yeah, I think it's the same with a few
really
Christianity like beings. Is that it's been so incorporated into mainstream that half of it is like blurred and not like through to, you know, the myths anymore.
Yeah. Also, if you look at the like image that I sent,
let's take a look.
If you look on the actual like middle of the shirt, right, you'll notice something very, very prominent.
Let's see. Let me
If you
scroll
can
up.
zoom in enough. If you can zoom in enough. If you look close enough.
Let me open
there's
it in
music.
browser.
I was about to say, if you look close enough, there's music notes. Like little hints of music notes. To kind of incorporate the hey.
Where? Oh, I see. Oh, I see. I see one.
Yeah, so it's like little bits and pieces here and there, like little
I
tributes
see.
here and there.
Okay, yeah. Oh, there's actually there's one there too. Okay, I see. It's like a
You're
Where's
seeing all of
Waldo
them
on
now.
yeah, it's like a
Where's
Where's
Waldo, but
on
with
your
music
screen.
notes?
Yeah.
Oh man. But
Oh,
yeah.
I see. Oh, okay.
So
I understand
the reason why my hair and like my whole body is changed here. Oh, sorry guys, I'm gonna pull a VTuber real quick. Hang on. I'm pulling a VTuber.
Oh, are you pulling it? Okay, you know what? I can't do that, but I will do the next best thing. Where is it? So this.
She left. No, I didn't leave.
There. In solidarity.
In solidarity. Oh no. Oh no, you left now.
I'm back. It's all right.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay.
God, it's been a while.
But yeah,
since
so
I've
this is my god form.
Oh yeah, I saw
This
it
is
in
what
your,
I look
like
like as a
past
god. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so my actual like pinned tweet is this design.
tweets. Oh yeah, it is as well.
Yeah, but like look how long my neck is.
Look how bouncy! Oh my god.
Oh no, we don't talk about feet streams, Gio. We don't talk.
Oh
about
wait, I need there's some explaining that you need to do.
No. Next question. Next question.
All right.
But yeah, so this is the original form where Dalek meets Anubis, and then he's like, nom nom nom, and I'm like, and then we combine into one.
Oh.
Mhm.
So this is pre-Anubis.
Yes, this is like
singing.
204 BC, like whiles ago. Mhm.
Oh my god! Look, have you used this model recently?
Not actually. I think I have.
I haven't touched this model in a while.
I used it recently on stream to kind of just like explain like my lore to people, because a lot of people are just like, God, it's a song. How did that happen? And
Don't mind me.
It's just like, why are you turning red?
Flustered. I'm just a bit flustered.
Oh yeah, okay. But yeah, so like this was kind of just like starting out. I was just like, oh, I really like Egypt. I really like Egyptian lore. I will be a god. And then that's kind of where my funny saying is, I'm a god. Why else are you here? Is a thing.
Oh right, I see. I see.
Yeah, because I did a core keeper stream, and somebody came in and they're like, but I don't want to be called your worshiper. I was like, well, I'm a god, so why else are you here?
Actually, I've got a curious question. Actually, let me go back to my.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let me go back real quick. I feel like I'm a skinwalker.
Yeah, I feel like I'm moving way too much. Hold on.
Oh my god.
Oh, there we go.
VTube, come
that
on.
Loaded fairly quickly this time.
Yeah, that loaded pretty quick. Oh my god.
Okay, there we go.
Let's readjust.
It's always so hard to position myself when doing collabs because my head is so disproportionately smaller compared to other people.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I guess I didn't show this off, but I can change back to my old hairstyle. Yeah, so this was like the original hairstyle. So this was before the coma and after the coma.
Oh, that's actually really cool. You've got like a identifying thing.
Yeah, because my whole thing was Blondie was nothing more than a coma dream.
A dream, yeah.
Yeah, because in the lore that I did for the return, I made like my return like a huge thing too. Like I paid like, I think there was like 22 artists involved.
Wow.
In my return. Yeah, because I was just like, if I'm gonna return, I'm gonna return strong. So I think I planned 4 covers on the return. 2 of them are currently finished. One's not being released until next year. And most of everything that I have on stream is new.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's okay. That's really cool. It's like a rebrand, but not quite.
It's a return stream with special effects.
Yeah. Okay, no, I get that. It's like new era, new me, but old me, kind of. Question mark.
Till next year, yeah, till next year.
Oh, what's happening next year?
Well, February 7th, 2025 is my 5-year anniversary.
Oh, it's the okay. Okay, yeah.
That's the only next big thing for me.
Okay, that's gonna be the big shiny thing.
Yeah, just like, oh yeah, hey guys.
Oh, actually.
It's still
Oh.
me.
Oh, okay. I think you cut out for a second. Okay. Actually, I've got something. I'll talk to you about this off stream because it's a secret project. Haha, shiny. Get FOMO, guys. But
oh god.
It's how did you start VTubing? Was it the same reason you started like singing, or was it?
No, actually. My roommate at the time was streaming, and well, actually, no. I started before that because I started in 2020. So I started Twitch streaming because I'm gonna really call myself old here. I was streaming Little Nightmares off of my Xbox.
Oh wow.
So I would be playing the game while streaming it to Twitch just so that my friends on Discord could watch it. I was like, wow, streaming's actually kind of fun.
You know, that is the first time I've heard someone get into streaming because of that. That's actually really interesting.
Yeah, like because they didn't have the Discord integrations like they do now for like Xbox and stuff like that. So I was just like, how can I play this game and have my friends watch me play this game? So I created Anya Stars for that reason. And so I created Anya Stars, and then like I think like a month or 2 into just playing games for them, like it was just me and then the 2 people who used to be my mods, because we don't really talk anymore, but we don't talk anymore like we used to do. But yeah, so they were just in chat just watching, and then I was like, oh, this is kind of nice. I really like it. And then because of, you know, finishing high school, moving out and all that stuff, I just stopped. Like for like 6 months I stopped. But I had gained such a big following in that time. Like I wasn't even on Twitter, I wasn't advertising anything. I was like, I wasn't even a PNG tuber. I was just a person playing games on the internet.
Right.
Like they did not know who I was. I did not have, you know, I did not have a persona. I did not have any of that. Like I was just a person. Like I was just a voice playing Genshin Impact and Little Nightmares on their Xbox. And so, and then when I moved in with my now fiance, his friend was getting a new PC and gifted me his old PC for, you know, my Christmas present.
Right.
And I was just like, oh my gosh, this is insane. And I started streaming back up again in February of that next year.
That would have been the first stream would have been whiplash. I can't, like, if I don't stream for a week, I forget how to stream. So I can't imagine 6 months.
Yeah, I was like, well, it was also very out of my comfort too, because I was so used to Xbox streaming that when I switched over to actual, like, using OBS, using Streamlabs, setting up overlays, I was like, how
does this work?
Yeah, like, I think for, like, a month before I came back as, like, because I just got one of those, like, cheap, free-to-use models. It was a Neko blonde maid. It was a blonde Neko maid. And I streamed with her for about 6 months before the Tanuki form came.
Oh, okay.
So I streamed with her for like a while, and I grew like a huge following off of that. But I mainly graduated because my IP was connected to something I did not want it to be connected to. And even
Okay.
after I left, I was still being brought up in conversations with said thing. And some other drama was happening and going down. I was just like, I can't do this anymore. I'm done. Like, I quit. I just quit right on the spot.
Right.
And then 2 months later, Dalek appears. I was just like watching my friend stream, and I was like, "Oh, I missed that."
Oh.
So yeah, I was just like, "Oh," and like I was hanging out with my friends, and they're like, "Oh, well, I'm gonna go leave to go stream now." I was like, "Oh, okay, have fun." Oh.
Oh, that's.
So I would just be like lurking in people's streams, and I'm like, "Is this what it's like to be a lurker? I don't like this."
Oh, that's kind of sad.
It's sad, but then I was just like, "Here I am."
That's true.
And
That's
then
true.
a couple, I guess a year and a half later, here I am.
Everyone's crying over Anya. Forgot.
No.
Wait. Gone but not forgotten. There we go.
No, cause I made the leaving stream something to remember. I deleted the YouTube and the Twitch live on stream.
Oh.
I deleted everything live on stream.
Wait, how did you delete the account while streaming on the account?
So, right as soon as I was about to press the complete disconnect button, I said goodbye and then deleted it.
Oh, I see. Oh, well that is going off with a big bang, isn't it?
Yeah, like live on stream, like I was bawling my eyes out, deleting everything on stream with everybody. Like I think that stream was like my biggest stream ever. I think I had like 106 viewers for that stream.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's like I was deleting everything live in front of everybody, being like, "This is it. This is my leave."
Slowly Thanos snapped into the
Yeah, literally. And then literally, if you went there the very next day to even look for the channel, it was gone. Everything involving Anya Stars was gone. The Discord's gone. The Discord account is gone. All of it's gone.
Do you wish
It's completely erased.
Do you ever wish you had kept it?
In some aspects, yes, but not. It's kind of selfish. It's a selfish reason. If I could, I would have kept the Twitch account because I had grown pretty quickly with Twitch. I think I graduated with, I want to say 783.
Yeah, okay, that's pretty fast.
Yeah, so I was only streaming for like a year and a half, and I had 783 on the channel. And I was streaming pretty regularly, I had a huge following from the Undertale streams that I did, and then the Life is Strange streams that I did, and all of that stuff. And it's like it was like my foundation. And then whenever I quit, like a lot of people were just like, "Oh my gosh, wait, this is so sudden, this is so quick." Like I had people DMing me for days, like, "Wait, you're leaving? Why are you leaving? Where are you going? Why are you doing this?" And I basically was just like, I was alive, and that was about it for like 2 months.
Right. So wait, what was the gap between Anya and Dalek?
So there was just no gap. There was nobody in between. It was just.
How long was it?
I want to say it was from like a week after my birthday in May until like the very mid to late July.
Okay, so a decent amount of time then.
So a decent amount of time, yeah. So a lot of people had basically like forgotten about Anya at that point, except for like people who were like very closely connected to me.
Right, okay. That's kind of, yeah, that is kind of a weird thing. I've never experienced that kind of stuff myself. I've had friends who've graduated or
moved on,
trying to find a way to not break NDA or
no, I get what you mean. They moved on to the other side.
I've had friends retire.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I've never been on the retiring side, so I'm honestly curious on how like it feels.
I think for a month it took a very huge emotional toll on me. I think for like a week straight I was just doing nothing but crying in my bed.
Right.
Because I was like, this was my livelihood and I trusted this place to, you know, keep safe of it, hold on to it, and they basically just ruined my whole image.
Right. That is one thing about content creation and things like this, especially with social media and stuff. One thing can, like, even if it's not your fault, can completely just
yeah, and
everything.
And I honestly like made the closest friend I think I've ever had because of that instance. I won't mention his name, but he knows who he is. He's kind of the reason, like one of the main reasons why I got back into it. Because if you go to that said person's channel, that's the only remnants of Anya you will ever find. The only remnants.
Right. Okay.
So he's kind of one of the main reasons why I came back too, because you know we would talk and he's like, well, you were so passionate about it, you had all these ideas, all these plans, all these cover ideas, because I didn't actually start doing covers as Anya until 2 years into it.
I guess that would be, most people would be something like that, or maybe a bit earlier, but still, because I think just purely because of the stuff that
you're
goes
trying
into
to
a
grow
cover.
just as and it's like you're trying to grow as yourself, and at that time I was just like, I didn't even know how to do a cover. Like I didn't know anything about it. Like I didn't know you had to pay for mixing and mastering. I didn't know you had to get art for it. Literally I just like would watch things on the internet and I'm like, oh, I want to do that. Like Amelie, for example. I listened to her for years and I was just like, oh, she has these really good videos. And then whenever I actually, you know, was starting to become Dalek and starting being serious about the singing stuff, I actually started looking into prices and stuff like that. And some of these VTubers spend thousands of dollars on their covers.
Yeah.
Like thousands, and it's actually insane.
That
and I'm
honestly,
like, how long in the making are these covers in order for you to be able to be okay financially just to even put 1K out there?
I think that's the benchmark for what I feel like is successful, where you can invest enough back into your content that you feel satisfied. Like, I don't really look. People know this, I think. Most people know this. But streaming isn't a job for most people. And it's, even if it is a job, it's not going to be a very, what's the word? Lucrative job sometimes.
I would say it's not very livable.
It's not. It's definitely not livable. But I think the point where you can live off it, live off streaming, and be able to invest back into your content is when you truly like
when you've truly made it in the community. Yeah, because personally for me, I don't like talking about money, because I don't really care, because that's not the reason why I do VTubing. But I don't think I have made a single penny back in 2.5 years.
I agree with that. I've definitely gotten donations, but all of it was spent on covers and stuff.
Well, and the thing is that even with Twitch payouts, those immediately go straight to my bills.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like, personally, I invest all of my own like hard-earned money. Like I work at one point I was working 2 part-time jobs just so I would be able to afford things like covers and stuff like that.
Yeah. It is if you can't do it yourself, and I want to put a disclaimer out here. If you can't do a skill, you can learn it. That is true, but know that you only have a certain capacity of what you can do. You can't do everything that a cover requires by yourself. It's just the plain truth. If you're really good at art, maybe you're not as good at mixing or doing a music video or something like that. You may be able to do all of it, but the thing is, it takes time as well. It's not only that you've got the skill, you also need the time to use those skills. And that's something that not a lot of people have, especially if they're, again, if they're content creating, they likely have another job outside of streaming.
Yeah, and speaking of like artists and stuff, a lot of the artists that I like personally commission and work with, they all have like full-time jobs outside of doing art and commissions. Like they base their commissions solely on the work that they have. Like my big thing is taking so long because the fact that that person works a full-time job outside of, you know, artist work. And it's just like
inevitable.
Yeah, and it's just like there's so many people in this community that being able to have everybody be able to live off of this sufficiently is impossible.
It's unfortunately not realistic.
Mm-hmm.
So, I've heard a bunch of people say this, but I agree with that as well. Is that never go into streaming? I would say especially VTubing, if the goal is to have a sustainable income.
Yeah, don't go into it automatically thinking, "Oh yeah, I'm going to be the next Shy Lily." Like that's not how it works.
I will admit,
I mean,
that was something I did think about when I first started. I'm telling you from experience, it's not the best way to start.
No, it's not,
cuz
because they do so much because they have so much free time.
Yeah.
Like they have so much free time to where they can do the content creation part on their end. They have the time to, you know, mix their own covers and stuff. They have the time for that stuff. And they also, because Shy Lily is also a part of Mythic Talent, she's not independent anymore.
Yeah,
she's
got
got
like
people giving her, there's people giving her the opportunities that she's getting.
Yeah. I saw Shy Lily at TwitchCon. Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, Gio was at Twitch Rotterdam.
Oh, that was like 2 days ago, wasn't it? Oh, that's really cool. Yeah. Oh right, yeah, Shy Lily's EU. I forgot about
Well,
that.
yeah, she was like one of the main advertisings for TwitchCon this year.
I never remember because I haven't ever been to a TwitchCon because
I'm good.
Yeah, can you believe it or not? I don't stream on Twitch, at least not that much.
Well, I mean, even with like VidCon, I wouldn't go to that either. Freaking stinky people.
Yeah, well, honestly, I haven't been to a lot of cons. The thing is, my first con was last year. I've never been to a con before that, so I don't have too much experience with that kind of stuff, and I haven't traveled outside for it.
The only con as an adult without like parental supervision was Off-Kai this year. Right. And so I went to that, and that's kind of where I started actually like networking myself, because I was like, it's not a con for you to go visit VTubers that you think are your Oshis. It's literally for VTubers to network that they are a VTuber.
Really?
That is the biggest thing about it, because people will bring business cards. Some people even had personalized ribbons for like, because they knew that if they posted on Twitter saying that, hey, I'm handing out these ribbons, because they had a ribbon contest at Off-Kai for whoever could get the most ribbons. So if you advertised that you had ribbons and Off-Kai knew that you had those ribbons and labeled it as an official ribbon, that's networking.
Oh, okay. I see. That's really interesting, because you know, the unfortunate truth is a lot of places in Australia, in like at least cons wise, aren't very. VTubers aren't a very big thing. At least
yeah, I mean it's Australia.
Yeah.
It's not like the United Kingdom or, you know, Germany.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Southeast Asia, it's definitely more popular, so a lot of cons there are more popular. But I mean, we do have like Fuamoko coming this year to a convention that I'll be attending, but it's like, it's not, you wouldn't see the kind of thing that you would see like at Off-Kai or I don't know.
Yeah.
Anime Expo.
Something like that. Yeah, Anime Expo that's happening soon. Yeah, yeah, because it's like those are like the biggest ones because it's in America.
Yeah.
Yeah, because unfortunately we're the biggest country by a lot. Like we're like top 5, top 4, I want to say.
I think it's
In
also, yeah.
population.
I think it's also because of just like how much influence America has. A lot of people will, if they are traveling to a con, they would likely travel to an American con.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, and it's like also it's so easy to get into America. It is so easy.
That's true.
Like you just need to have a valid passport and a good reason as to why you're in the country, and boom, you're there.
Yeah. Okay, that's true as well, I think. I don't know much about the American law system, and I won't get too much into it because that's a whole can of worms. But I've heard that it's pretty like simple for people who want to like go to cons to go to American cons.
Yeah, and it's like a lot of the people that I met at Offkai had traveled like from like Florida to go to Offkai. So
Yeah.
that would be about like a 14-hour plane ride just to go to California for 3 days and then fly all the way back.
Yeah. Which
Like
I think
that's
is insane.
crazy. I agree because the person that did that is like a really close friend of mine. I was just like, you left at 1 in the morning, you got there by noon, and then you just hung out there.
Yeah.
It's like, what the heck?
It feels like whenever I travel, I always think how much am I gonna get out of this trip compared to how much I'm gonna spend time wise and money wise to actually achieve this trip.
For me personally, the main reason why I went, it was to meet my best friends in person, because me and my 2 best friends actually got an Airbnb together, so we actually hung out the entire weekend.
Oh, that's always
So
the best.
that was the main reason why I went. The other reason was also because I was advertising for my agency.
You had demi-packed merch. I remember.
Yeah, I was literally repping the backpack the whole weekend, and oh my god, that backpack was a fucking lifesaver.
Was it?
Because I bought a lot more merch than I was expecting, because they had the 18+ market, and I bought a few things from that said market. I'm not gonna mention what I bought from said market, but the bag was very helpful because I had like my water bottle in there, I had mine and my friend's snacks in there, I had my wallet in there. It was just very convenient.
Fair enough. I think grabbing something that you can like carry lots of things in for a convention is just rule of thumb, especially if you're really into art galleries and things like that.
Oh my gosh, freaking the first day they had to close down the area early for vendors and stuff because it was becoming a safety risk. There were so many people. There was that many people on the first day that they had to close down the vendor hall at 5 because it was a legitimate safety risks. And what made it worse is Lucy, the CEO of Demipack, was doing a meet and greet in the vendor hall at 5. So I was like begging staff. I was like, please, my boss is literally going to be in there. Like, she's gonna be in there in like 15 minutes. I just need to go in there, say hi to her, and then get the hell out. And he's like, well, we're gonna close it down. It's this huge safety risk. And they were trying to contact everybody, and nobody was responding because of how busy it was.
That's insane.
Yeah, and like there was some vendors that were only there for that one day, so people were trying to go, and what made it worse is they had the meet and greets all in the vendor hall, like the unofficial meet and greets all in the vendor hall.
Annoying.
So people were staying in there like all day waiting for one meet and greet just to meet their Oshi. And I was like, are you kidding me?
Honestly, the dedication some people will go to get like meet and greets and like sign things, honestly, it inspires me, but also, wow, why?
Yeah, it was crazy because like the line, I think we got there at like it was like 30 minutes before open, and we were fortunate to get enough like a good spot, but it took us almost an hour and a half to just get into the vendor hall.
Yeah, that sounds like that.
Only for me to be able to be in there for like 15 minutes because of how claustrophobic I get.
Yeah.
There was so many people in there. It was insane.
I can imagine. The only convention I've ever been to, there was already a decent amount of people, so I can't imagine like, and it's not a small convention, but it's also not a big one.
Oh no, there was definitely more than 400 people. at that convention alone.
Yeah.
Because the thing was is that they opened up the hotel for the like they had like a set area for people who were attending the convention in the hotel where it was at. The rooms were completely sold out by day 2 of them being open.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, I was just like, oh.
There's not much you can do about that, is there?
There's not much.
It is weird, at least with conventions and meet and greets and stuff like that, because the communication is really hard to do once you're actually on site. Cause first of all, the internet sucks because everyone's there and using the internet, and second of all, because there's so many people, so it's hard to find the people you need to like communicate with.
Yeah, there was actually a few people that I had planned on meeting at Offkai, but I couldn't because it was just so busy. And like, I think I was wanting to go to certain meet and greets, and then my friends were wanting to go to other meet and greets. Well, I didn't get the meet and greets that I wanted, but I was like going to panels and stuff like that because there's so many people wanting meet and greets that they have to do lottery tickets for the meet and greets.
Yeah.
And if you buy the it's like the double rainbow badge or whatever, it's like $100 more. You get basically any meet and greet that you want.
Oh, I see.
So you get the lottery before everybody else gets the lottery.
Ah, okay, I see.
Perks of paying more.
It's from a money point, it's understandable, but I like it when I do appreciate it when like a lot of people want to do a sort of meet and greet and they do a lottery, but it's just like you can just enter the lottery. There's no like pay or anything like that, so it's fair. It's not like first come first serve because someone might be really busy. And
and it's like for a lot of the like corporate VTubers, you had to pay to get into the lottery. Right. But for like Sens and a lot of the, you know, not smaller VTubers in the sense, but non-corporate VTubers, like they were all free meet and greets.
Right.
But you still had to get a lottery ticket in order to be able to get a spot.
Right. Fair enough.
Because there was like it was like tiny rooms off to like the side of the atrium, so you had to like make sure that you know you got the right ones.
Right. Right. That's always been a weird concept to me, but it's it's logical and weird at the same time for me. I'll never understand it fully, but I feel like it's the best you can do if so many people want the same thing.
Oh yeah, because they had a Matara meet and greet, they had a Mint meet and greet, they also had a Henya meet and greet. Like they had very well-known people doing meet and greets.
Speaking of agencies, do you know any that is hiring that isn't like Niji Sanji?
No.
Not now. That's as much as I'll say without breaking NDA.
Yep.
Not right now. Maybe in the following 6 months. That's all I'll say.
Yeah. I was about to say, they can all be like Ninji Sanji just behind the scenes.
Yeah, that's true as well. It's hard to really discern how a company is unless you're actually in it, and by that
honestly, as a 2-time ex-corpo, don't do it. No offense to anybody who is in one. But from my own personal experiences, just stay indie.
Yeah, I think there are pros to becoming corpo, but you really have to be like scrutinized.
There is heavily more cons than there are pros.
Yeah.
And even if you are to get into like a good agency like Idol and stuff like that, you have to work your ass off to be able to even be in something like that. Like you have to be doing content for a while and have, you know, the talent that they're looking for.
Yeah. Biggest issue is the lack of funds for a model to even be an indie. Okay, here's
the
thing.
Need
you don't
model.
need funds. You don't need funds.
You don't
can
need
be
a model.
PNG
You could
tuber,
you could literally be this gremlin looking as PNG just in the corner, just bouncing up and down with Discord Fugi, and that's more than enough to start out as a streamer.
Yeah. If you really do want a model, there are like free
There's
models
a lot
as well.
of free to use options.
There's a lot of free models that you can just get off like a few people's Ko-Fi stores. I wouldn't recommend Etsy though, because a lot of scams.
Etsy is a huge scam.
Etsy and Fiverr are not good places to get your models. I'll say that.
Actually, funny enough, there was one friend I still hang out with. They got their model off of Etsy, but it was an actual like model. It wasn't like a scam. I was like, whoa, you got lucky.
Yeah, it's you do get lucky every once in a while. Because actually, my model mama, actually the only place that they promote their models in the EN side is Fiverr, but they promote it in other places in the JP side because they're JP.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And the thing is that there is a VTuber like asset Discord that has all of that stuff, but there's so many like people that are in that Discord that the administrators are just like, no, we can't have any more people in here because there's over like it's a pretty big server, I want to say. But the owner of it is a corporate VTuber. Funny enough.
That's actually kind of funny.
It's a I don't know how to pronounce her name, but she's from V4 Mirai.
Oh, okay.
She's I think it's Maria. Yeah, she's the owner of the VTuber asset Discord.
Right.
Yeah. And there's like people joining, like more than 10 people joining every single day.
Yeah. But all in all, you don't need money to stream.
Nope.
I think
I'm just fortunate to have money.
Yeah, I would say I'm the same. I think if you do want, like if there is something about money that I would say, it would be hardware.
Oh yeah. Don't pull a me and basically just chug your computer for 3 years with very bare minimum parts and hope that Elden Ring will work with a VTuber model. Because I promise you it does not work. Also, and Gio's a perfect example of this. He was a PNG tuber for a while, and he just recently got a live 2D model.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I actually started PNG as well. I didn't have a model when I first started, so
I guess I'm the oddball here. I started with a free to use. I started with a free to use.
I don't think that's really an oddball thing. I think that's quite common.
Yeah, because it's like I wanted to experience the VTuber experience.
Yeah.
Because like my inspiration for even being a VTuber mainly was a Kizuna AI.
Right. Mine was Spike.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I see it now. I see it.
It's that's actually a really funny story because yeah, I started because I'm like, wow, there's these people who are really big assholes. I'm gonna be better.
I'm gonna be better than them.
Yeah, and then when I was playing my debut, I had a bunch of people who would like if I was doing if I wanted like art or something, I've had experiences where it was like, oh yeah, I can't, like, I'll push your thing back because you're not at you're just debuting, like you're not popular or anything like that. Just like I'm gonna prove you wrong. So that's how that started.
And with a lot of even groups, even like VTuber groups, they want you to have like some sort of content creation.
Yeah.
So like they're like, even like I said, even if you're just like a little scrunkle on the side of the screen, like they want to see you. They don't care what you look like.
Yeah.
They want to see you as a person, as a content creator.
I will say for most corpos, when they say they don't like streaming experience is preferred, it is highly unlikely unless you're really popular in another content creation field. Like you're a really popular artist or like you're a really popular musician or something like that. It's really unlikely. Actually, I don't think there's been any examples really at all where someone has gotten in without content creation.
Well, yeah, because they're not gonna invest money into somebody who's never done what is being offered.
Yeah. It's basically it's kind of like the thing where if you have someone who has content creation experience and have someone who doesn't, and
they're gonna take
between the two, yeah, you're gonna take the
experience.
person who
Yeah, like I mean, I don't know what your experience is, but let's say like a group is picking between us two and they're looking for somebody who has musical experience. Obviously, out of the two of us, I'm going to get picked because I have the more experience.
Yeah. Even in content creation, like they won't look at how long you've been creating, as long as it's been over 3 months, more or less.
And they're gonna look at what you've created, not how long you've been creating.
Yeah, they will look for consistency so that they know that you're like into it. So, like you're not just
and it's just like and that you're not just like, oh hey, you've only been doing it for 2 months, but you only did it once this week and then 3 times 2 weeks later. Like you gotta be consistent.
Yeah. So honestly, I think if you do want to try for things like this, I would recommend at least having, honestly, 1 month under your belt should be fine. Honestly,
at least a month.
At least.
Yeah. But that's like hard pushing out content,
that's
though.
True.
Like posting on YouTube, posting YouTube Shorts, going on Twitter, advertising yourself, and then also streaming on top of it.
And staying consistent within that month as well. If you're not consistent, 1 month isn't gonna cut it. If you want to stream like once every week, I would say honestly a year.
Yeah, give that some time.
Yeah,
because at least they know that you'll stream once a week at least.
I'll say from personal experience. Again, I can't say why. I love NDA. Well, it's not exactly NDA, but I just can't go into it.
Yeah.
When people are looking at something like someone who's auditioning, the first thing they will do is look at their, like, if they have a VODs channel, they will look at the VODs and see how much you have streamed. They'll look at it and then put it in a ratio on how long you've been active. So it's like if you have like a stream a week or like 3 or 4 streams a week or something like that, they'll look at that first. If that's okay, then they'll actually look into like your personality, what you submitted and stuff like that. Otherwise, generally they won't even bother looking if you don't have just like, even if it's just like filler, just like filler streams, just to like pad up your resume kind of thing. They generally just
have those filler episodes.
Yeah, filler episodes are very needed in streaming. But yeah, it's an unfortunate truth. Even when like corpos or like even not corpos, but like groups. Now maybe it's different for groups actually, but when they say like, oh yeah, streaming is preferred. You don't need to, but streaming is preferred. Generally, if you've got nothing else like in terms of like content creation going for you, it's best to stream to start off with.
Literally, like, just do what I did. Just be a voice.
Yeah.
Be a voice. Just play a game. Boom. And honestly, I feel in my case that's the best way to start, because then you get to decide how you want to start. Do you want to start 3D? Do you want to start 2D? Do you want to be a flesh tuber? Like, from that point you get to decide what you want.
Yeah, that's true as well.
You're not automatically stuck to a, oh hey, this is my design now.
Starting with nothing can really help with that. Yeah. Especially because if you do get a custom-made model straight off, it's going to be real expensive.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be expensive, and you might not even end up wanting to use it.
I'm the perfect example of that.
Oh, really?
That goddess model was, I think, $500 in total.
Right.
Because character design on top of character sheet, on top of model art, and also rigging.
Right. Okay, yeah, fair enough.
So starting out, I would say that's pretty cheap for starting out.
Yeah, that is considered cheap when starting out, but it's still pretty expensive.
With this model here, I actually paid more than the goddess outfit.
Yeah. I think it's more of... the stylistic features also matter, but all in all, basically, there are resources out there if you do want to, like, be a VTuber or just want something to represent yourself.
Yeah.
But don't commit to a model unless you know that you like it. I have been streaming for 2 years now, so...
Oh, you're just a baby.
I know, I'm a baby. Although,
A baby.
I'm getting past the hamster stereotype slowly.
Oh no, you gotta stay in the hamster stereotype.
What do you mean? Hey, you've been streaming for 5 years, okay? You've broken the hamster stereotype way.
I'm just the hag of VTubers. It's fine.
You're a corpse of hamster. Okay, that's not really dark.
I mean, technically speaking, I am a corpse. So
that's. I mean, I would say you're a hollow shell, but you're more filled than...
Hollow shell! Oh,
but that's like the opposite of what you are, because you're more... again, that sounds really weird, but you're more... you're two people, so you're more filled than most people. I know, it's a really weird way of saying it, but I can't think of any other way. You're more... You're the least hollow person. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I have VTuber friends to help me find good prices, and people recommend. I got very lucky finding my V-Mom. Yeah, that's true as well. That's true as well. If you have connections. Honestly, if you go to any VTubers chat, they'll probably be more than obviously read the room, but they'll be more than happy to like give you examples of like or things like recommend artists.
The thing is that most Twitch streamers, if you're watching Twitch streamers, they have it in their about section who their model mama and rigger is.
They should have it.
Like, well, yeah, don't. But if you really like their like most don't, but like some people that I have seen, they don't. One person in particular I have yelled at. I was just like, add stuff in your about section. People want to know.
Oh, honestly, I don't think it's necessarily put it in about section, but just somewhere on your socials.
Well,
it's just
the thing is Twitch about section and YouTube's about section is different. So
that is true.
As,
yeah.
you know, as a YouTube streamer and a Twitch streamer, I can speak on this game.
That's true. That is true.
So like in your about section, you put the chat rules. Twitch automatically tells people the chat rules as soon as they click into a new streamer.
Yes, that's true. Yeah.
In the about sections, you have the panels, which is the like about the streamer, the credits, the socials, all of that. You already have that at your disposal on Twitch. So in that little about section on Twitch specifically, most streamers put who their model, like all the credits for like all the stuff that they have, like their overlays.
You should.
Because I have it so detailed on my Twitch that I don't hide anything.
I've got it quite detailed on my YouTube, surprisingly, as well, even though it's not that format. If you scroll down on this stream, you'll see I've credited as I've got a long list of credits, including my past models. They're down there too.
Yeah. I think. For me, mainly, I like to hyperlink a lot of the stuff that I have because I want people to get the resources that they need. So on my channel, I'm actually looking right now. I know, during an interview, I know. So in my credits, I even actually put the song artist for songs that I had released live on stream, because like I kind of do my streams a little differently, where the starting soon music isn't music from like Spotify or YouTube. It's actually my own covers.
Right, yeah.
So in the starting soon, it's like the covers and stuff. So I actually put in my credits section all of the artists and the songs that were involved during those starting soon screens.
I see.
And then I have who my assets were made by, emotes, banner, character sheet, PNG, which I need to change that soon because it's going to be changing soon. The alerts, the overlays, panels, all of that. Like I have all of them hyperlinked to where people can just click on them and be ready to go.
Yeah, I have their Twitter or Instagram or whatever they use the most, but I don't have hyperlinks. I probably might actually change them to hyperlinks. Although
Yeah.
it's a bit hard when like they're on different platforms and stuff like that. It is. You can still do it definitely, and I do support doing that because honestly, I know the model belongs to you, but also your artist did work on it, and it is their work. So you could, I mean, like, if you're happy being your model, you might as well promote like the person who made it.
Oh yeah, I heavily promote my model Papa for doing the art because they had bronchitis while they were doing my model.
Oh, I think you told me about this.
Yeah, while they were creating this design, they had bronchitis for 6.5 months while working on it.
That's
and
right.
I think if it wasn't for my rigger, which aka my model mama, I don't think I would have had the model in time for the debut. Because I was advertising the model before the model was even finished, and I tell people all the time now, do not advertise your model or even set a date until it is done.
Yeah.
Do not. The only reason why I have a date is because it's the same date every freaking year. That's the only reason why I have a date for anything right now.
I agree with that.
But don't actually start advertising your model until it is done. Most riggers will not advertise their work until their work is done.
Yeah.
Because why would they show you an unfinished product if they're trying to get you to buy their product?
Here's the thing as well. So my first model, I got the morning of my debut. Because I advertised it before. And then I had like my thumbnail ready and everything. I didn't know how to use VTube Studios before because that was my first model.
Oh my god.
So the morning of, I had to set up VTube Studios, import my model, and do all that because I...
Oh my god. The stress.
Because
I can already imagine the stress.
And funnily enough, I think that debut, my voice was also dead. It was like hoarse because I was like talking too much and like getting things done. So don't do that. Don't do that. Always.
Oh yeah, definitely take vocal rest before debuts.
Yeah.
I learned that the hard way because I like to sing during my debuts.
Yeah, me too.
And
it's not the best if you're gonna sing a lot and
especially if you're doing a karaoke stream for your debut and then you also were screaming about Final Fantasy the day before. It's not exactly the best idea.
Especially if you do like rock and metal as well, I just want to add. Because doing like growls and stuff like that during your debut, you won't... They originally aren't the best for your voice, I will admit.
Nope.
But I still do them. I will also admit that. But doing it without rest is even worse. So, you know, take that into consideration.
Yeah.
I think, unfortunately, we will have to end soon.
I know, we're gonna need to do a part 2.
Wait, we might. I think
we only answered one question.
Yeah, I know. See, this is why I only prepare 3 questions, because if I prepare too much, it's gonna be like one-liners in a comedy show. They're not gonna link together.
Oh.
But if I prepare 3, we just go on tangents and talk on forever about random stuff, and I think that works really well. So I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next time though, I wanted to do like a drunk. Oh wait, do you have you ever drunk on stream?
Not on stream.
Okay, we'll talk about this further, and if we want to.
I was about to say, I'm old enough if that's what you're asking.
Oh no! I was asking whether you would want to do something like a drunk stream.
I could go. I was about to say I could go upstairs and grab one right now.
No. It's like if we want to do another, like a drunk talk. If we ever want to do another.
Yeah, no, I get exactly what you mean. I'd be down. I'd be down for that.
Yeah. Okay. We'll talk about it more in DMs because I feel like it's a bit weird to play in collabs on stream. It's like, I think it's a bit pressuring.
It's just like, oh, chat's listening in on
I have to say yes.
Yeah. I have to say yes now.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So we'll talk about it more off stream. But thank you so much for coming. Do you have anything you want to promote?
Not.
Okay,
really.
everyone go check out her channel, go check out her new covers. Again, on YouTube and Twitter, she streams on Twitch. Everyone go check her out. Everyone, thank you so much for coming. Without further ado, I guess I'll end it.
Okay.
Alright then, bye everybody! Bye!
Bye-bye.